right, so what are we going to talk about today?
Let's talk about just schools back in session. Let's talk about school bus safety.
Excellent.
Just from the basics. So of course we all know that when kids are back in school, we need to, as drivers, we need to be careful because they show up everywhere, and sometimes after the summer we get a little bit lax about slowing down for those stop signs. But it's something that's really of concern to all of us, and just be extra careful. But there are some other topics that we can cover. Right,
Absolutely. If your child is injured on a school bus, that is a governmental entity. You can certainly go after the school district for those types of injuries, but you are limited by sovereign immunity limits, which means in the state of Florida at the moment, the limits of liability are $200,000 per accident. But if you're on a bus with a bunch of children and there are a bunch of claims, then your claim may be significantly limited in that context.
Yeah, and of course, if they're on a school bus, that means they're children, so they're minors. So there are special procedures put in place where the court approves a minor settlement. The settlement money is typically put in an annuity or another kind of structured settlement device where it can't be accessed, and then the child can get it at 18, or depending upon the terms, it may pay out over a period of time or different periods once they become an adult. So there are mechanisms in place to make sure the minor actually gets the money from the accident.
That's great.
But let's all do our part to try to slow down and do our part to prevent these things from happening.
Absolutely.